It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Osean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have been our best to see this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and meet back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control. Do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for, understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
range.
Fox 2!
Rifle 3 engaging. Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
Attack missed.
Bandit sighted. This is Striker 1. I'm hit! Striker 2! Missile! Break!
Nickel.
Bandit, on your 6.
Nickel.
Missile closing. Evading. Striker 2! Bandit!
Behind one. Missed.
Missile launched. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Target was not struck.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long... Way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Enemy missile closing. Breaking!
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Bandit in my sights. Locked on.
moves.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Mage 2 is shot down. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. Sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken. Way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Our fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Tiger 1, middle of the air. Evade.
Mage 2 splashed abandoned. Good work.
Tiger 3 engaging. Orders 1.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Mage 2, missile launch. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
Enemy attack short me. I'm still okay.
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Break! We got a friendly!
That's it. It's great, but it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups. Target was not struck.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Mage 2, missile away. Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
Are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing. sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Do that. Comm Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone.
As of 1 p.m. today,
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, Fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Mage Squadron, Zordy, ASAP.
current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Vehicle down.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Radar vehicles are under fire! Can we move them?
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
The enemy's barely resisting.
Push the position, move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Target is in range of guns.
LM1, Box 2.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Mage 2, missile, evade!
Breaking off!
The enemy's traveling a long way, so they're trying to end this quickly.
Box 2!
Roger 6. Bandit in my sights.
Locked.
I'm glued to this one. Golem 2, you can't go after every target. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lockout to their targets, too.
We aim over clear ground. School 3, hit the bailout now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
We're sick of the meeting. Really good.
Missile launched.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Target destroyed.
Locked on target.
Missile coming! Break! Break! Fox 2! Fox 2!
Are you okay? Give me a status report.
2 targets remaining.
Shred the radar
That
network.
radar was just about to go online. We were too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
On my target steel.
Locked on.
That's a miss.
Mage 2, walking.
Everything's been turned down.
Done.
Evade that missile. Checker 6, you've got a bandit. Bring it.
Box 2.
Bandit in my sights.
Bandit, right on your tail.
Missile. Missile.
Missile inbound. Evade.
last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Trying again. The base is wrecked.
Mage 2, walking.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback for those forwarders. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Fox 2! Viking, can't get away from the slug. Bandit on your six. Missile inbound. Evade!
Good work, Trigger. The enemy's a lovely pile of scrap.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Fox 2! Enemy missile inbound. Evading!
Why don't they withdraw? What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead? Nick?
Line strike. Evading.
Caution, missile!
One, Fox 2.
Warning. Bandit on your six. Evading enemy missile. The line is rear.
The enemy has a lock on you.
Missile launched.
All aircraft, residential area is below you.
On his tail.
Column 4, Fox 2. Sector 6, you've got a bandit. Fox 2. Let's take the radar vehicle. Let's on fire. Okay. Enemy missile detected. Evading.
Column 3, Fox 2. Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
5 targets remaining.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Fox 2.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
4 targets remaining.
Missile inbound. Dodge.
Huh? Keep your mind focused.
3 targets remaining.
All transports have been destroyed. But what were they carrying?
God damn it. My brother was in that radar unit. Let's go for it. Enemy missile detected.
Missile.
Column 1, Box 2. Bandit evaded the attack.
Ground target destroyed.
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear. 15 meters. Just on the radar lock. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Fox 2.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G-turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. You say the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Column Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Surround them. Not buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more. Locked. It's chow time.
Missile launched. Don't ice up in there.
Where'd he go?
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. Fox 3!
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel II was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel II is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Mage 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch. Mage 2 is away. Mage 2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1. Thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Don't let those jerks do your kill. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again.
Missile.
Caution! Enemy on your tail!
Missile.
Missile evaded.
Missile.
Frank, missile incoming!
Missile. Missile.
Bandit in my sight. My God.
Missile.
Take him. He'll get you. Grand Thresh. Bailing out. Enemy on your rear. Enemy on my tail. I can't take him. Cobra reinforcements. We're taking too much damage.
Locked.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again.
Damn, I'm spiked.
Missile.
Rock 2.
Missile.
Enemy is firing.
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired. I got a tail in my sight. Gargoyle squadron. Take them down.
Bandit on your deck. Let's do the humane thing and put it down.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Evade. If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Missile.
Friendly lost.
4 remaining.
We're getting our asses kicked. Where are our reinforcements?
Missile.
Breaking off.
Missile.
Missile! Missile! I can't! Missile! Right now! Gargoyle 2. Fire! Now! Behind you!
Mage 2, Fox 2.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
They got me!
3 remaining. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
He escaped into the clouds!
Missile. Missile.
Missile inbound!
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Mage 2 crashed. Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1. Thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. Grand Thresh, bailing out! Bandit behind you! Missile incoming! Quick!
Missile.
I'm on his rear!
Missile.
We have him on the rack. Don't let out.
Chaff and flares launched.
Golem 4, Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Yeah, I'm on his ass.
Missile. Missile.
Gargoyle 2, enemy fire, now!
Missile.
I have to break!
Four remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked! Where are our reinforcements? I got a clear with my sight. They got me!
3 remaining.
Eject! Hang up, enemy has the covered! We need reinforcements now!
Where'd he go? Missile. 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 Missile.
Evade that system! Why aren't they pulling out? My lights up. Controls are compromised. I'm practically blind in here. Bandit acquired. Firing. Got the spot.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight. Clouds are screwing up the accuracy. Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Missile. Missile.
Target is in range of guns.
Missile. Missile.
Missile fired. Evading.
Let's do the humane thing and put it down.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Warning! Bandit on your 6!
Missile.
Nice kill.
1 remaining. Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. Fox 3.
Bandit acquired. Firing. Evading. Continuing attack. Yeah, I'm on his ass. Missile inbound.
Missile. Missile.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Missile.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
What do we do about that monster?
We're just waiting for mission command.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Break! Now!
Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile.
Bandits are fast as hell.
Missile.
Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Missile.
Like that thing?
Missile.
God help us. You're talking about just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Missile.
Look at that light in the Arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Too many drones. I can't Status?
Verifying the situation.
The enemy's too fast. I can't keep up.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Golem 3. Golem 2's hit. Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Control throw! I'm breaking up!
Skeleton 2 lost.
Shit, we got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If you noticed earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
Wilco, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Damn it, I can't break away!
I got him. He's mine. Going for the loader.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage 2, missile launch.
This is getting a little tight. Golem 3, Fox 2. I'm spiked.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat. Mage 2, walking.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One advantage. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
It's blinking.
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Merge wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run. It didn't connect. Missile headed for a friendly. The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
Breaking! I can't get them off! Golem and Mage Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Let Golem and Mage Squadron handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
Yowza!
Does Mage Squadron still have their hotshot? Then we just might make it out.
Target destruction confirmed.
Golem and Mage, we owe you a debt. We'll pay it.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
An ally's hit. Golem and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move. They're ours. Got one in my sights.
A few
seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Not on my watch.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Hey, Squadron, get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
Mage 2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay. We owe him one.
Jet meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brony, break off.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fourth-rate aircraft.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brony?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Not glued to this one.
Missile away.
Lockdown bandit.
This is where we lost.
Golem 3, Fox 2.
How can I retreat with UAV on my tail?
Distract the bandit. Fire over in some time.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. Lower your speed. 3,000 to carrier. Mage 2, bank left. 1,500 to carrier. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Already joined. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many Gs he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Mage 2, you're icing up. Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Are we under attack? No change.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you. Careful of ice formation in the clouds. You're making Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them.
I think.
We're on high alert. Send up interceptors on the double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug. No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Titan to launch. Status report. How could anything slip through our anti-air radar net? Increasing alert.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Target destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Golem Squadron. Trigger, jump through the fire. Now it's our turn.
Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Mage 2, target destroyed.
Missile.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
Missile. Missile.
Chaff and flares launched.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by.
Right now, missile!
Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Missile.
Mage 2, target down.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Launching missile.
Mage 2, walking. All SAM sites down. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Seeing them with good. Going up to meet on 2 VIPs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
This is Sea Goblin. Heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
We'll pass out from exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
Mage 2, walking.
Enemies locked on. Yeah, Mage 2 destroyed the target. Missile inbound, evade!
UAV down.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper! Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off!
Missile, strike!
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harley, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
Tungsten, we're fighting against the machine.
UAV down.
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was thermobaric!
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Shit! Rocket!
Damn. UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them. That's about half. Mop up the rest.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harley. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. I'll get Mr. Harley out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Enemies got
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harley.
It'll do.
We're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate airstrike.
Missile launch. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with.
3 remaining. Mage 2 locked.
Missile closing, you better make it!
UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down. UAVs flying toward the space elevator. Mage, Gollum, get them.
You inspire me, Trigger. I learned how to deal with these guys by watching you.
Mage 2, missile away.
Golem 2, hang in there.
Mage 2, target destroyed.
There's too many. We can't take all of them.
Mage 2, walking. Missile evaded.
Talk to. Hey, I owe ya.
UAV confirmed down.
There's more.
Missile launched. One remaining.
Talk to.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Charlie wasn't
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up. Acquired lock on bandit. Firing.
I'm spiked.
Roger. Mage 2, missile
transport.
Orders are to fire warning. Enemy UAV down.
Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Course is about to change.
Watch your tail. Enemy's got a lock.
Trigger, enemy UAV down. Nice work. Keep it up. Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Mage 2, locked.
Enemies on me.
Column 3, box 2.
Roger. Sending UAV to transport. Orders are to fire warning. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer.
take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fight. Lock acquired.
Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Missile headed for friendly.
This one's mine. Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1.
Enemy's got a lock.
Enemy UAV down. Keep up the good work. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Mage 2, locked. Enemy UAV down. Great job, Trigger.
Roger. Sending UAVs in the transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. No timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fight.
Yeah, I'm on his ass. Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Box 2.
They're after me.
Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1.
Watch it, Golem 3.
Mother Goose 1 has been shot down. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Roger. Sending UAVs in the transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Breaking! I can't get him off! Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Missile incoming.
Gargoyle 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order. Someone's on the lighthouse. I mean, the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Chronicles 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, Babel.
Missile headed for friendly.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
Gargoyles did their job.
Thank you, but why weren't we informed?
The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
AQ, one hit restored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Mage 2, locked.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 is being hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just sit up this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
You're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, heading toward the AO.
Is the former president still alive?
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe. Mage 2, clear.
Mage 2! Mage 2!
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand why.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Osean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went. Day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Osean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Osean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back.
If he makes it back.
You land your asses
Champ's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it?
No one's gonna take that bet. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn. You're good.
Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
Nobody 3, this is Skull 1. Numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. Checking. Skull Squadron, get into formation.
Spare 15, you're too far away. No time for sightseeing.
Missile.
There's a juicy target.
Look at that. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Hey, what's with all the shaking?
Smoke!
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare Squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Right, be done by now to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill after the starts?
This is the penal unit.
The count's going forward.
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line, too? I'll show you all how it's done.
We have to break. Breaking.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, You get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. Yeah. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer. Don't want my tail! Sorry, I got lucky.
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Go straight from your bomber!
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
No way anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
Nickel.
Nickel.
Nickel. Nickel.
Target acquired.
Nickel.
We're easy pickings now. Push it.
Nickel.
Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived. Come on to stand its ass. We can't break away. We can't. We're on guard. Where the hell are we out here? There goes Spare 15.
Spare Squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Righto. Done by now. Have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill
Tell us after the
trigger?
starts.
This is the penal
If
unit.
count's going forward,
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me.
Who's gonna dance to your lying tone?
I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. I've been that before. Get dressed up real pretty.
Bandit acquired. Firing. We're easy pickings now. Push it. Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Chow! Bandit on your 6!
No way anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
It's after me. Breaking. Bandit acquired. Firing.
Perfect timing. I owe you for that. I got all dressed up for nothing.
We lost a friendly.
Oh yeah, add this one to my score.
Champ, missile headed your way!
Fox 2. Sorry, I got lucky.
A monkey can do this work. Anyone up for some poker tonight?
Nickel. Nickel.
Focus on destroying the target.
Nickel.
We can't break away. We can't. We're on guard. Where the hell are we out here? We're losing escorts. Hurry out. Finish the job and let's get out. How can we run this job? Breaking.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
You're mine.
Nickel.
Hey, run and rock. Begin the attack.
Nickel.
Oh yeah! Let's do this!
Sperry, watch your mouth.
Nickel. Nickel.
You practically invited me in.
Nickel. Nickel.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Bingo! Good going!
That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Nickel. Nickel.
Bandit locked.
Nickel. Nickel.
Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
Leaving the operation area.
Don't panic. This isn't our first dance.
Your ass is mine. Die!
Missile, breaking! Careful on the ground. Radar doesn't work as well in there.
Missile.
Flex two.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bingo! Direct hit.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Approaching target. Open the bomb bay doors. Hell yeah!
Hey, do you have a read on the situation?
Missile. Missile.
Do they really think they can get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. What a lucky shot.
Bandit acquired. Firing. Target struck. He's still alive, though.
Missile. 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 Missile.
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge.
Missile.
Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Missile. Missile.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer.
Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Missile. Missile.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Bandit on my tail. Get him off me.
Missile.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you...
Wilco, Men and McKenzie, please maintain silence for a moment.
We've never had so many casualties.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Enemy is locked on. Breaking.
I should have put it all on Trigger. Trigger again.
We're on fire. We're going down.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out. Enemy sighted. Copy of Claw. This is Normal 1. Delivery complete. We have what we need. Going home. Damage report. We need to tend to the wounded.
The mission has failed. Shut up! Shut up! Spare Squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Right, done by now. I have to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger?
From the start. This is the penal unit.
If Count's going for
I decide whether you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me.
Who's gonna dance to your line tune?
I'll show you all how it's done.
Missed!
Evade. Continuing attack.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Spare 6, Fox 2.
Go forward, check 6.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called SID lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Breaking.
Sorry, I got lucky.
Enemy blocked me. Breaking up.
Perfect timing. I owe you for that.
Bingo! Direct hit.
Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
Losing escort. Hurry out. Finish the job and let's get out.
Spare 9, Fox 2.
Breaking. Breaking. We're easy pickings now. Push it. Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived.
Focus on destroying the target.
Don't panic. This isn't our first dance.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow.
Hey, Renegade. Begin the attack.
Oh yeah! Let's do this.
Sparing, watch your mouth.
Trying to clear. Visual on target. Prepare for bombing.
On the enemy. Bingo! Good going! That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Fox 2. Break. Break. In position behind bandit. All aircraft, act at your own discretion. The enemy has escaped.
Anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
Bandit acquired. Lock on. Approaching target. When the bomb is yours. Hell yeah!
Hey, do you have a read on the situation?
A monkey can do this work. Anyone up for some poker tonight?
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. We lost all of them. Where the hell are we out of here?
Fox 2.
Bandit locked. We're being bombed. This is Norman 1. Delivery complete. We have what we need. Going home.
Damage report. We need to tend to the wounded.
The mission has failed.
How
rebels!
Silence. Deserters will be punished.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Shut up. Shut up.